What is up, everybody? Only DS here. Today, we're going to discuss about the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I don't know much about them, but I've seen a lot from their season that I've come to my conclusion that they'll never win another Super Bowl. Maybe like for a long time. I don't even know. Because those days of Troy Aikman, Jimmy Johnson, Michael Irvin, the glory days are way past. Like the past is behind them. And things aren't going to get better because apparently I heard that Jerry Jones is keeping Mike McCarthy. And all the head coach is doing is holding the Cowboys back. Where has Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, Micah Parsons, all those guys been? Like, how far did they go? Because to me, the farthest they went to is the divisional round. And it's pretty saddening from what I'm hearing. But the response of what Jerry Jones had to say, like his statement, is crazy. And I wanted to share you all what my thoughts are on this. Like and subscribe because we are closing in on 600 subs. So let's try to reach that goal before the end of January. And let's get it. Like I said before, I don't follow much of the Cowboys. I'm a Dolphins fan, but I've been trying to pay a little close attention to what the management and how things are going over there. And I kind of feel bad for the Cowboys fans. I mean, even though they're completely obnoxious, I mean, haven't been to an NFC championship since 1995. Yeah, the burden is completely real. As you guys already know or should know by now, the Cowboys lost to the Packers 48-32. It was a big upset. Cowboys' first home loss the entire season. And it wasn't really that much of a shocker. Even though I predicted the Cowboys would win, I had to realize that the Cowboys were inconsistent and they could start to get inconsistent coming playoff time. And that's what they basically did. After the loss, it raised a lot of questions of what is the Cowboys' future? I mean, will Mike McCarthy be let go? There were a lot of rumors about that if Jerry Jones was willing enough to make that decision. But Jerry Jones got comfortable, afraid that things would go downhill, and just kept Mike McCarthy. Does he realize that he's not going to chase Super Bowls sitting there and just not taking any action? I don't think so. On January 17th, the Cowboys owner released a statement with the following. I believe this team is very close and capable of achieving our ultimate goals, and the best step forward for us will be with Mike McCarthy as our head coach. There is great benefit to continuing the team's progress under Mike's leadership as our head coach. I didn't see any progress from Mike McCarthy, even after last season, before this season, because they actually became first-round exits this season. Mike has the highest regular season winning percentage of any head coach in Cowboys history, and we will dedicate ourselves in partnership with him to translating that into reaching our postseason goals. Who cares if he has the highest regular season winning percentage? That doesn't mean shit, Jerry. Come on. Regular season may matter, but postseason matters more. You're focusing on something that doesn't help with something else more important. My God. You haven't led this Cowboys team into an NFC championship. I'm starting to think that you might actually be demented. I mean, you guys can cancel me, and Cowboys, you can come into fire at me for saying this, but I'm not afraid to say it. Jerry Jones is demented. I'm not going to read the whole thing for y'all because you can read the statement yourself, but I'm just going to end it with this last paragraph that he had to say. We will start our process of review and decision making regarding everything that impacts our team and roster. And while we're not going to address specific players and extensions or free agents at this point, it deserves our deepest review and consideration, and it will get it. I feel like they're just going to give Dak CD and Micah contract extensions. I mean, there's no delivery. There's no importance, I mean, in this guy's head, like, into their run for a Super Bowl. There's nothing they're going to do. I'm sorry. This type of statement is basically going to lead the Cowboys into the same shit next season. Get like 12-5, around that range, and go into the wild card or divisional round and just choke there. I mean, this Cowboys era doesn't instill fear into anybody. Not even the 49ers, not even the Packers. I mean, Mike McCarthy was 2-0 against the Cowboys. But when Mike McCarthy's over there, he can't deliver. He can't do anything. I'm not trying to be a hypocrite. I mean, same could be said about Mike McDaniel, who in his first 2 seasons with us led us to the playoffs back-to-back. But we did lose in the wild card in both those seasons. Stephen Ross is not going to let this guy go yet. I mean, we'll wait about like a few years and then give out like a 5-year, 6-year evaluation, and then come to those conclusions whenever we feel like it, if we let him go or not. But like I said, it's too early to tell. I'm not going to say anything just yet. While I do understand that moving on from head coach is a big deal, it's a big change for the whole team and could possibly hold you guys back from even making it to the playoffs, sometimes you really need to take chances. I mean, out with the old and in with the new is what they always say. Jerry Jones will have to move on eventually. Time is running out, and this team cannot be staying the same for any longer. History will repeat itself for about a few more years if everything almost stays the same for the Cowboys. And I feel like he needs to have the will to act upon something that will propel the Cowboys into at least an NFC Championship appearance. Because as far as I know, they are not going anywhere. They may even not even make the playoffs again. Who knows? It will be like 2020 all over again. That's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening to my commentary. If you enjoy it, feel free to like and subscribe. If you have any more thoughts on the Cowboys, feel free to comment them in the comment section down below. As for Texas, at least root for CJ Stroud, because they've got a tough matchup in Baltimore, I see. And now that my Dolphins aren't even in the playoffs anymore, I'm going to be focusing on my Miami Marlins. Hopefully they can do something. Go Skip Schumacher. But peace out, everybody. Thank you all for watching.